Before we begin, kindly consider subscribing to our channel and like the video. After the passing of his best friend, Gilgamesh delivers a lament for Enkidu, in which he calls upon mountains, forests, fields, rivers, wild animals, and all of Uruk to mourn for his friend. Gilgamesh roams the wild wearing animal skins, grieving for Enkidu. Having now become fearful of his own death, he decides to seek Utnapishtim and learn the secret to eternal life. Among the few survivors of the Great Flood, Utnapishtim and his wife are the only humans to have been granted immortality. After a long and perilous journey, Gilgamesh arrives at the twin peaks of Mount Mashu at the end of the earth. He comes across a tunnel, which no man has ever entered, guarded by two scorpion monsters, who are described to have the head, torso, and arms of a human, and the body of a scorpion. The two appear to be a married couple. The man tries to dissuade Gilgamesh from parsing, but the wife intervenes, expresses sympathy for Gilgamesh, and allows his passage. He passes under the mountains in complete darkness. He follows the road and arrives at the Garden of the Gods, a paradise full of jewel-laden trees. Gilgamesh meets Suduri, who assumes that he is a thief because of his disheveled appearance. Gilgamesh tells her about the purpose of his journey, and she attempts to dissuade him from his quest, but sends him to Oshanabi the ferryman, who will help him cross the sea. When they reach the island where Utnapishtim lives, Gilgamesh recounts his story, asking him for his help. Utnapishtim reprimands him, declaring that fighting the common fate of humans is futile and diminishes life's joys. Utnapishtim seemed no different from himself. So Gilgamesh asks him how he obtained his immortality. He explains that the gods decided to send a great flood, and to save himself, he was instructed to build a boat. His entire family went aboard, together with his craftsmen and all the animals of the field. A violent storm then arose. Utnapishtim wept when he saw the destruction. The storm lasted many days, and after it passed, his boat lodged on a mountain, and he released a dove, a swallow, and a raven, and when they failed to return, he opened the ark and freed its inhabitants. He then offered a sacrifice as thanksgiving, and together with his wife, were rewarded with eternal life. His immortality came through a unique set of circumstances. It was a unique gift. Gilgamesh then says he too is worthy of such a unique gift, and Utnapishtim challenges him to stay awake for 6 days and 7 nights. Gilgamesh eventually falls asleep, and Utnapishtim instructs his wife to bake a loaf of bread on each of the days he is asleep, so that he cannot deny his failure to keep awake. When Gilgamesh wakes, he is questioned on how he is seeking to overcome death when he cannot even conquer sleep. Gilgamesh recites to his fate and gets ready to depart for Uruk. As they are leaving, Utnapishtim's wife asks to offer a parting gift. Gilgamesh is then told that at the bottom of the sea, there lives a boxthorn-like plant that will make him young again. Gilgamesh then binds stones to his feet and jumps into the sea. The stones help him walk on the bottom, and he manages to obtain the plant. Gilgamesh proposes to investigate if the plant has the rejuvenation ability by testing it on an old man first, once he returns to Uruk. Along the way, he stops to bathe, and the plant is stolen by a serpent, who sheds its skin as it departs. Gilgamesh broken, weeps at the futility of his efforts, because he has now lost all chance of immortality. He returns home to Uruk, a wiser and humbled king. He reflects on his experiences and realizes that the only way to achieve true greatness is to be remembered by future generations through his works and deeds. He discovers that the true meaning of life lies in enjoying one's experiences and leaving a legacy that will be remembered after death. He decides to build the walls of Uruk to ensure that his name will be remembered for generations to come. Thanks for watching this video. We truly appreciate your support. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on new videos.